When you push that away because she's not quote unquote electable in your eyes, then all you do is diminish and reinforce that idea that the Republican Party is a bunch of old white men. We've seen that time and time again. I've seen it here in North Carolina. It's all about a bunch of old white men. And if you want to shed that label, if you want to break that image, then you have to make sure that you are open to electing people that may not look like you and may not sound like you. If you were not aware of it, there's a huge Senate race happening in Pennsylvania. And there's a dark horse that has caught up with the other two candidates. Her name is Kathy Barnette. She's a black woman running as a Republican in the state of Pennsylvania, in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. And she is garnering a lot of support from the grassroots. Club for Growth has now supported her and has ads coming out. But you can tell that Kathy Barnette is agitating the old guard within the Republican Party, within the establishment. They have this ad that they're running against her, calling her Crazy Kathy. Take a look.
Meet Crazy Kathy Barnette, Pennsylvania's wackiest Senate candidate, on Black Lives Matter.
The reason for so much unrest in the black community is because of white racism.
White racism?
White racism.
On violence.
Black Americans feel disenfranchised. Systemic racism, specifically among police officers.
And Barnette wants to erect a statue of Barack Obama. Crazy Kathy. Wrong for Senate.
So Kathy Barnette herself had to respond to this ad where it claims that she supports Black Lives Matter, where it claims that she wanted a statue of President Obama, where it claims that she attacked President Trump. Let me say something about Black Lives Matter. I'm going to say something. And this channel is about education, motivation, activate. We're all about making sure that people are not victims, that they are empowered for greatness. I speak against the victim mentality that is being placed on, in particular, the black community, in particular, black males. How the media, the government, society, culture wants to make black people victims. That's the sole purpose of this channel, is to combat that. So when she talks about Black Lives Matter, I'm the staunchest opponent of Black Lives Matter, because I know Black Lives Matter was not an organization that was founded, number one, with the idea to elevate the black man. It was founded by 3 lesbians who have a Marxist worldview, and that Marxist worldview is to destroy the Western family, the prescribed Western family, which in other words is destroying the biblical institution of family that God had instituted. But nonetheless, so when she talks about white racism, I don't know what context she was speaking in, but I will tell you that racism does exist. There is white racism. It's white liberal racism. Now, I don't know if she was speaking in that context or not, but there is white liberal racism that is pushing this victimization of black people. That's pushing all this critical race theory 1619 project trash. That is white liberal racism. So Kathy Barnette had to respond.
Hello everyone, how are you? This is Kathy Barnette. I am running for U.S. Senate, but all of you guys know that now, don't you? I am so excited. Let me tell you, I've been saying to everyone, this story is as much about you, Pennsylvania, as it is about me. I know that I could not be doing as well as we're doing if it wasn't for you. Now, I know there are a number of people who are coming out with all kind of crazy allegations, and especially some of the craziest ones is that I supported Black Lives Matter. I have never supported Black Lives Matter. I remember when Black Lives Matter came out under the Obama administration, administration. I remember looking at my black husband saying to him, all Black Lives Matter is going to do is get my black husband and my black son shot. And did I lie? Look at what Black Lives Matter has done to our nation. They have divided. They have stoked division. But that's what Marxism does. It comes in to divide and to conquer. And that's exactly what we're experiencing right now. So guys, keep your head on a swivel. Keep your head on a swivel. I have been upfront and honest with you. And and just by the way, I didn't vote for Obama either election, okay? Just so you know that. I have been very clear about who I am, and I've been this way for a very long time. So guys, thank you so much for your support. Keep fighting, keep speaking up, keep leaning in. The swamp, when Donald Trump talked about the swamp, he wasn't just talking about Democrats. Okay? Blessings. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.
But what takes the cake is Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity had the audacity to attack Kathy Barnette on his show. Now he's endorsing Dr. Oz. You know Dr. Oz, he had this show for so long. He's run as a Republican. He used to be a liberal, used to support abortion. Now he's against abortion. So Sean Hannity is supporting him. You know, Fox News, the establishment, the machine. They're all behind these white men. They're all behind these old white men, this old guard. They're all about the rhinos. So he had the audacity to point out some of the tweets that Kathy Barnette had. And we don't know the context of those tweets. And I'm not here to defend Kathy Barnette. I don't know Kathy Barnette. I don't know exactly what she was implying when she tweeted about Obama and tweeted about Trump. But the same person, Sean Hannity, who is attacking what she said about Obama being a Muslim, back during that time, he was all but implying that Obama was a Muslim. He was pushing all of that stuff. So you can't be a hypocrite. And see, that's what frustrates a lot of black people and why they don't vote Republican. Because you have this black lady who's running, and now you're coming against her with veiled jabs against her character, against her personally. You don't have anything to attack her when it comes to her platform, when it comes to her history. So you have these veiled attacks using Twitter and things like that. That's what the Democrats do, man. You're doing the same thing that Democrats do, the same tactics that Democrats do, all because she's not your quote-unquote candidate that you had handpicked, that you want to run. Really? And so now you're attacking her?
Kathy claims to be a MAGA conservative. She has a very troubling history of attacking Donald J. Trump, the 45th president. During the 2016 primary season, she tweeted, and there's a lot of tweets, quote, "Did you see the last presidential debate? Trump was horrid." Followed up that with, "Trump is just as liberal as Democratic leaders we currently have in office. Morality matters, and Trump does not rank high in it." She also wrote, "Trump is good for beers and barbecue, not as a president," and claimed that Trump's moral character is questionable. And by the way, she even tweeted this about me, and there's me, and says, "Oh, Glenn Beck, why does Hannity support unprincipled Donald Trump?" And it gets worse. More resurfaced tweets are even more disturbing. One from her Twitter account in 2016 reads, quote, "Don't we get it? Obama is a Muslim." And there are lots of these tweets. From another 2013, she says, "Please pray for my babies and me. We're about to board the plane to California." And there's a homosexual female and linking out to a Facebook post. Moments ago, one of our producers spoke to Kathy Barnette. She claims she cannot recall the context of the tweet about Obama or any of the other controversial quotes. And when we asked her about the tweet about boarding the plane, she said to our producer, quote, "I would never say that. Those are not my words." I don't know if she's claiming that her Twitter account was hacked, but it's on her official Twitter account.
If the Republican Party wants to broaden their tent, because I'm telling you, Republicans, I am telling you this, you have a great opportunity to expand your tent. Black men are ripe to hear your message. You know, when Jesus talked about the harvest is ripe, but the laborers are few. Pray ye the Lord of the harvest for laborers. We need real laborers who will go out into the black community and speak to black people in a way that they can understand that the conservative message is for them. But when you shun and move and push to the side people like Kathy Barnette, a person that has a story when it comes to abortion, how she was conceived out of rape, how she can speak to that and some of her other things in her background, how that will resonate with certain members of the black community. But when you push that away because she's not quote unquote electable in your eyes, then all you do is diminish and reinforce the idea that the Republican Party is a bunch of old white men. We've seen that time and time again. I've seen it here in North Carolina. It's all about a bunch of old white men. And if you want to shed that label, if you want to break that image, then you have to make sure that you are open to electing people that may not look like you and may not sound like you. We are not victims. Black people are not victims. The Democrats want to paint us as victims, and Democrats want to ignore us. We are not victims. We're not. We are empowered for greatness. And so I'm not here endorsing Kathy Barnette. I'm not here supporting Kathy Barnette. But I will say this. Kathy Barnette is a type of candidate that the Republican Party needs. A person that stands on principle, a person that speaks her mind. Sounds very similar, doesn't it? We are not victims. We are empowered for greatness. Thank you so much for liking your comments and subscribing to the channel. Please share this with your friends. Smash that like button. Smash the subscription bell. Share this with everybody you know. We're trying to make sure people understand that they're not victims, that they are empowered for greatness, and all this stuff that's out here that's telling them otherwise is false and will not benefit them in the end. So please, I appreciate that. Share that.